real talk, just rap pack. Besides that, nobody I trust.
Back again like I never left. Young Sinatra, that's to the death. We turned up till we go deaf.
Hi guys, and welcome to today's video, which is going to be cleaning the engine bay of the Leon. Now my Leon is on 187,000 miles and I doubt the engine bay has been cleaned once. So today I've got some products and I'm going to sort of do a couple of time lapses and just show you before and after. I'll show you a before and after of what it looks like and just sort of how simple degreasers and stuff like that can really change the look of your engine bay. Also I'll talk about some positives and why it's worth doing as well. Let's get into this. So here's a couple of things you're going to need. First thing we're going to need is engine and machine cleaner. Next thing you're going to need is some brushes. I'm also going to use some jet black trim restorer. That way, any plastics that are around the engine bay that are a bit faded, hopefully will make them look really good with this. And last but not least, an easy microfiber cloth to wipe away anything. Yeah, so this is the 187,000 miles worth of just road grimy mileage, dirt and dust that I'm going to basically be hopefully completely refreshing and making it look brand new. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with a little segment in the engine bay, or on the bonnet, sorry, just to give a rough idea of how this is going to look, and then we'll sort of go from there, and then we'll really give the whole engine bay a good clean and tidy. What I will say is this is not a how-to. I've never actually done this before. I'm just going to be absolutely winging it, reading how it is. So it says, always work on a cold engine, apply generously and use a brush to agitate the surfaces, hose from the lower areas to reveal clean, sparkling finish. Do I have to shake it up? I didn't say shake or anything. But yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to test like this area here. I'll spray it with this stuff and just go from here. Right, let's do this. I don't know if there's a specific motion I'm supposed to be doing. I'm just going to go for a cheeky little circular motion. Right, I've let that sit for a couple of seconds. I'm just going to give it a little... Wow! Wow, that come up amazing. What I'm going to quickly do is just get this microfiber, which I'm prepared to absolutely ruin. Right, what I won't lie, that has come up so good. Like this auto glue stuff. I mean, I don't know if it's just because I'm assuming this is just general oil splatter and engine grime for all the years it's never been done. But that has come up amazing. So what I'm probably going to do now is just do a time lapse of me doing the rest of the engine bay. But yeah, all I did, spray it, agitate it with a brush, pressure wash it off. That's come up sick. Something I didn't think of is coming up amazing, and also one of the benefits of doing this is if your engine ever did something that it shouldn't have and it sprayed oil or something, it'll be a lot easier to figure out where something has gone wrong in your engine bay when it's absolutely spotless compared to it already having thousands of road grime on it. Also, my engine bay was getting absolutely covered in water while doing this. So, what I didn't think of doing until right now is covering it. This would be a lot easier if it wasn't windy. This would just stop any of the runoff. Alright, wind, chill out. Oh, this wind is so annoying. Other things you're going to need: bin bag to stop your engine getting covered in water, and scotch tape if it's windy to hold the bin bag. Now, with the new and improved engine bay cover, we're going to continue doing this, and hopefully this will dribble off everywhere else other than inside my engine now. But as I said, the whole point of doing something like this is that if something did go wrong in your engine, one, also just looks really nice, and two, you can spot where the issue is easily. Amazing. Very inconvenient if it's windy. This bin bag's been the worst thing in the world, so if you ever plan on doing this, definitely get a bin bag, definitely cover your engine bay, but maybe just find a sheltered area or something that's not as windy. But it's come up pretty good, although now looking at it, I've got like primer in the middle where clearly the whole bonnet needs like a repaint, but at least it looks good. Now rid of all this road grime and all this general oils and stuff like that will just give you an idea if anything ever does happen to the car and you're like, oh, was that there already? At least if it's absolutely spotless, it'll give you a better idea if there's something is completely ruined or it was already like that and you didn't even notice. But this way, if everything is clean and everything looks spotless, when something does go wrong, it's going to be a hell of a lot more obvious. I am using a microfiber cloth clearly to wipe up most of this like engine degreaser, but I will be just throwing it in the bin straight afterwards, as I will not be Now, before I do a sort of final results of the engine bay and some nice cool panoramics of how clean it is now, I want to try doing some back to black on this plastic, which is, although I don't know how faded it looks in the camera, yeah, it looks pretty faded. So I'm going to try this little back to black stuff, and it's just a shake well, apply it evenly with a soft cloth. Oh, I need a cloth. Allow to dry and buff gently to prevent for a brilliant shine. God, it's cold. So I'm gonna have to go get another microfiber. I was gonna try this brush, but apparently that's not the way to do it. I'm gonna go get a cloth. I'll be back in a sec. I'm back with a cloth. So I assume I put this on the plastic. Oh God, okay, right. Oh, right, I'm gonna do one half and see what it looks like. What I'll do is I'll get a great angle of the right side and then the left side, and we'll see if it looks any more black. I'm just doing little tiny dollops and then I'm just rubbing it into the plastic. I don't know if that's right, that's just what I'm doing. I think that actually it's come up quite well. I'm going to do, because there's plastic on the top of the bonnet, I'm going to try that as well, because I've got really badly faded plastics on the top of my bonnet. So I'm going to give that a go. But look, if I give you a better angle quickly. I mean, it definitely looks better in person. This side just looks way more sort of glossy. Be careful not to get it on the wrap as well. I'm dancing a fine line here. I mean, that's quite a big difference, but if it stays like that is the real question, because that is literally black and black. I mean, look at the difference in that. That's literally faded plastic and black, but I know that will soak into the plastic, so I don't know if it will actually look that good. But just to give you a sort of, I mean, it can't be worse, can it, surely? Ow. Right, guys, now the final results. Now, this has been about an hour and a quarter's worth of back to blacking, degreasering, bin bag laying down and it flying away and then it coming back. Absolute nightmare, but I'm happy to say, I'd say it's about 90% done. There's other things that you can do to touch up a bit more, but with some engine and machine cleaner, some brushes and a microfiber cloth, and then the hose for the bonnet, I think it's done pretty well. Now, let's cut to some panoramic cool shots of the engine bay. I won't lie, for an hour's worth of work and for someone who isn't a professional detailer and all I did is just spray engine degreaser everywhere and agitate it with a brush and then wipe it off with microfiber cloth, I'm really happy with how that come out. So for an hour's worth of work, I think that cost like £11 to degrease it, and then the back to black stuff to get this plastic back up and looking good was like £6, and then the brush was like £4. So for a total of about £20, I completely transformed the engine bay. The one thing I do need to change is my battery cover, because that does look a bit naff. So I do need to get a cooler battery cover, or a slightly cleaner looking one. But yeah, for the sake of £20 and an hour's worth of work, I'm really happy with how that came out. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one.